Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's main event, in which we have the Dunedin Falcons versus the Eastlake Eagles. Two teams, one match, one outcome. A record-standing atmosphere of 13,642 pedestrians in the stands waiting to see the outcome for this particular game on this particular night. The Falcons, coached by Ian Hall, and he'll be making his first coaching debut with his assistant Amanda Cummings. Let's bring it down to the field and gear up for the starting lineup.
00, Kyle Savage. Number 2, Lucas Gonzalez. Number 3, Connor Jensen. Number 4, Zane Larson. Number 5, Dominic Hutchins. Number 7, Matthew Fry. Number 10, Lazar Kokovic. Number 12, Jerry Arisa. Number 20, Ariel Arushi. Number 22, Mohammed Khadiji. Number 24, Owen Howe. And now for your Dunedin Falcons starting lineup. Number 4, Brian Baptista. Number 9, Surin Koko. Number 11, Ermin Rakitic. Number 20, Noah Graham. Number 27, Brian Hernandez. Number 7, Clay Irving. Goalkeeper, Madden Marshall. Number 5, Nicholas Nikic. Number 12, Lionel Pioquito. Number 6, Jack Schneider. And number 13, Rodrigo Suarez Teles. We would like to take this opportunity to remind you that the game is considered an essential of the classroom, and that good behavior and sportsmanship is expected, both on the field and in the stands. At this time, please rise and remove your hats to the national anthem.
Well, there you have it, everyone. This game is moments away from beginning. A last-minute pep talk between both of the huddles. As you can see, at this particular time, you can see the coaches really giving the boys a chance to kind of give themselves the last minute pep talk, as now the entire team will join the cast here. A lot of butterflies are in the stomachs of both teams. You can almost see it from here as the coaches stand by, looking at the youth as they are their children, and that is the case for this game, as they talk about a number of different strategies that they worked throughout. This is what it's all about. First game of the season, Falcons and Eagles. A last minute stretcherooski. You can see everyone shuffling their legs, gearing up as this game seconds away. Referee looking at his clock as we await the whistle. And here we are. The 2023 soccer season for high school soccer is upon us, as this ball will be sent back immediately to the back wall, as the left back has pressure on immediately. It looks like the midfielders are helping out as well. Pressure is tight from the Falcons from the beginning of the actual game. Eagles having a little hard time trying to create some type of passing here, but still able to break through the Falcons defense, but that's going to be stopped by the left back, as we have a high flyer here looking to settle this. That one's going to be headed. Jack's going to get his first touch of the season as 13 tries to get a touch on that. Midfielders bringing it up, feeding the midfielders. Noah's going to create a little bit of pressure here off the chest of Clay, who's going to immediately left foot send this one back to their an initial start, as the Eagles goalie steps in and steps back. Ehrman applying a little bit of pressure here as they continue to chase this one down. Getting all the way to the Eagles' backs, but the backs are actually stepping up, not allowing for that ball to really get down into the attacking third for the opponents here. Pressured by the strikers up high as that ball goes out of bounds. Clay gearing up for the throw-in here as Noah pops out, showcasing that he is available. Looks like he'll get a settle, and number 4 coming in hot there, creating a misfire from the right from Noah there. Let's take a look who that was. Looks like that was Shane, creating a lot of pressure, as the goalkeeper here will now gear up for his first initial kick. As that ball gets chased down at number 5. No, looks like number 12 wanted it a little more, but oh, what a way to not give up. As that ball is going to be sent down, Brian to Brian in a double realm of Brian's here, as that ball is going to get sent down out of bounds. Interesting, because it did look like they had something going there as 12 was trying to really get the ball, but number 5, Nikolai, not giving up on the play previously here as Brian tries to head this one out. 13 going to try to do an L turn. That ball's going to go out of bounds. That was Rodrigo trying to make a play here, as Rodrigo gears up for the throw-in. Clay making himself available. The back wall stepping up towards the 50-yard line on this particular pitch. That is the dual football field here, but it is now the pitch for the Falcons, as Rodrigo takes a look at his midfielders and strikers, trying to make something available here. That's a long bomb into the box. No, slightly short. Brian's going to try to put a right foot laces on that one. Stopped by Rodrigo. And it looks like the Eagles, as Noah's going to step up and send this one right back, connecting with Brian, but off of the foot. 22 is going to bring this one down. No one in front of him. A little bit of containment. Clay's going to make a huge stop with the right foot, trying to connect with Brian as that ball's cut short, a little loose here. A little bit of pressure here, and Clay's going to try to do some containment. Brian able to connect with number 12 as Rodrigo's looking around to see who he's going to send this one down. We have a long one going that was looking to try to connect with Jack as Ehrman tries to make a play on it, still able to take a quick look to the left into the box. Nothing going there as the Eagles are trying to actually get this one out as they are retreating here. They'll now step up make things a little difficult here. Jack's going to try to get a long touch on that one. He'll try to put a foot on that one. A little bit of a ricochet here, but good to see the actual shot showcase here. As that ball's going to be sent back over to Brian, over to Rodrigo. Rodrigo makes a little Iniesta move past the referee. Brian back to Rodrigo. He'll receive some pressure here. Eagles with the steal. Referee makes a move showcasing his ups and ability. That ball's red and immediately going to be sent down as he's looking over, looking for his strikers here. Ehrman's going to reset that one back. That ball's going to go right back over to the Eagles. 22 trying to feed his team here. Right striker trying to make a long ball to the play here. Noah's going to run this one down. No, it looks like it's containment, and the goalie's going to come out of the box. Able to grab that one. Kind of hard to see where those lines are, but a great play by the goalkeeper. As that ball's going to be sent down back to the midline here. A little bit of a bounce here as Ehrman tries to contain this one. Jack as well. That ball's going to be sent out to the right wing. He'll try to throw this one down with the foot. It is a 50-50 ball. Great containment. Way to get back, but he's able to get the crossover off of the back foot. Nothing going. Karate kick number 24 comes in flying. Batista, he's going to try to get on top of this one here as 4 makes a play. Back over to the midfielders. No shot. Great containment. And we do have a call on the play here as they gear up for a small foul here, but nevertheless, as their goalie is directing them in where they should be moving their wall. A referee with the proper placement here, taking a look at the wall, making sure that there is a good amount of distance here. Goalkeeper gearing up in the back. There's a hard flyer here, headed over from number 4. Clay with the defensive pressure here, not making it easy on him. It does look like they are gearing up for a corner kick. Let's take a look and see exactly how they match up here. Corner kicks are always something. As a couple of fans enjoying some hot dogs here. Coming into the box seats, this corner kick is a little bit far. 12's going to run this one down. That's going to go out of bounds, and it looks like the Falcons will gear up for the actual attack here. Oh, that ball's going to get sent over. 22 off of the chest. Goalie's going to come out. Easy grab for him. As the Falcons try to regain their shape, this ball is going to be sent down. Trying to connect with Jack on this one, possibly Ehrman. Midfielders on top of it, and here we have Brian. He'll turn around, take a look here, see what kind of options he has. Sends a long ball down. Possible option, nothing there. Goalie out closely out the box here. Brian's going to send this one right back down. Falcons really trying to keep this ball on their particular side of the field here, as that ball is going to be fed over to 22. He'll take a look and try to switch the field. He's got an open guy there, and he's going to need a settle. Number 20, Noah, he's running back, trying to grab number 4, trying to at least contain him. So great defense of stop there. And of course, this is also one of those things where, we've seen plenty of times in some of the drills where the goalie comes out the box and the player goes towards the defensive player goes towards the actual opponent here. But nevertheless, Eagles resetting, still creating a lot of pressure are the Falcons. Not making anything easy. 20 is going to run this one down. Almost able to get a touch here. Noah's going to try to put a foot there. And it looks like they are going to call a foul, as number 20 trying to contain the actual threat here. No booking, but they do have a free kick here as they gear up. You can hear the Falcon in the air. Goalkeeper taking a look. They're going to pass this one here. Left foot over the goalpost of the football field. Clay trying to check in. Noah taking a look as well, seeing where this ball's going to go. That one's going to be karate kicked over by Rodrigo. Batista over to Jack. Jack's going to pass that ball back. A little bit of pressure here. Left back's going to send this one out to the right, to the left strike. Batista with another foot on this one. A great look upfield. He's going to feed Ehrman. Ehrman's going to take a look downfield, try to feed. Oh, it looks like the ball gets ricocheted out. That ball's going to come right back out. Noah's going to send it right back to the midfield. Not able to connect here. Brian's still on it. He'll get a foot on that, and he'll karate chop that particular ball downfield as Falcons run it down. Eagles starting from the back, able to get a settle, but there's going to be a lot of pressure by Rodrigo. He'll dribble in, try to see what type of options he has. He has Jack over in the center here. He'll feed Brian. Let's see what he has as he tries to connect with Ehrman. Looks like he may have tried to actually possibly do a fancy pass to connect with one of his strikers. It is possible. Kind of hard to tell at that moment. There was some pressure provided by the Eagles as the right center back will send this one down, connecting with the right midfield. Eagles and Jack all trying to get a foot on that ball. Ehrman coming in, and that ball's going to be chased down. Looks like Noah's going to connect into the midfield. That ball's initially going to be sent over to Jack. Jack falls down, still able to try to chase it down as 24 is going to immediately try to send this one out of bounds to stop the threat. Falcons with the throw in, Brian with the ball. He'll take a look downfield. Plenty of time there, connecting with right back Clay, number 7. He'll take a couple of dribbles, look over to the right, and he's able to connect with Jack. Jack's going to take a look into the midfield and feed the midfield. And there's a look at that. Looks like a small little move with the right foot. Shots fired, nothing going, but it looks like the Falcons, yet again, really causing a lot of issues for the actual Eagles as this ball's going to be sent down along the sideline, connecting with 22. Falcons midfield right back over for the Eagles. Taking a look, plenty of time, less pressure here this time, but that ball's going to be sent down into the box. Goalie's going to come out, grab that one, his third easy one of the day, as his defensive backs move up a little bit, midfielders regaining their shape. That ball's going to get sent all the way to the midfield. Number 12 is going to get a touch on that one. Rodrigo, small little pass over, but not connecting here. Eagles back on the attack as 22 is going to try to make something happen, but Brian, both Brians causing a little bit of issue here for the attack. Both center backs for the Eagles are back. Goalie's out the box. He's going to make a slide, able to make the actual play. As you can hear the fans on their feet, an outstanding play. Ball back in play. Left back going to make a play on that ball. Jack's going to get a touch on this one, not allowing the attack to continue. Referee just checking on the goalkeeper just to make sure he's all right after that slide as the Eagles pass this ball in, but yet still receiving a lot of pressure in front of them. Feeding the left back coming out from the back here. Clay with a little bit of containment. Noah also in the box, making sure nothing is going on over there as they signal for out of bounds. Let's see what we get. Looks like right back Clay's going to throw this one in. A number of players checking in, but the Eagles also providing a lot of pressure up top as well. Really trying to actually pinch them in as Ehrman's going to run this one down. Try to get a foot on that one. He's going to get past here. Let's see if there's any assistance here. And goalkeeper right on top of the play as he looks over to the left and also looks downfield, hugs the ball ever so tightly, making sure that it does not slip. That ball is going to get sent down to the midfield, headed up high. Let's see who's going to settle that. Jack tries to get a header on that ball. Nothing going here off of the chest. Looks like they're going to reset and try to connect with the left back, number 20, as that ball is almost out of bounds. 12 able to make a quick little play. Clay's going to come in with the recovery, try to make a play. 12 still working for the ball. Right foot laces down over the goal post here as they send this one down. Falcons able to not allow that particular strikeage here. Great defensive assistance here as midfielders are going to try to set something up. Left back coming up to try to make a play as well. 24 all over the place. Jack's going to turn around, connect with the midfield. It's going to go slightly off, and they're going to try to counter. Jack not giving up on the play, able to get a foot on that along with Clay. 12's going to connect with the midfield. A loose touch here. 13 connects right back as they will reset. Midfielders trying to connect with the right strike. Midfielders still moving along the play. Eagles trying to change the actual field, which he is able to make a change here, but 12's also going to try a little give and go action, but Noah's able to contain number 12, staying with him. Shot nice and high, nothing going there as that ball's going to be kicked downfield, and a bounce in the Eagles' favor here. The left back really trying to contain number 4's speed. That Shane, definitely known for some of his speed, as that ball is going to be blocked by Brian, not allowing that shot to go on target at all. As the Eagles gear up for the corner kick, we have a high flyer here, but we do also have a referee stating something there. Not exactly sure what that would have been, but nevertheless, we are gearing up for a goal kick. Nice high flyer connecting to the midfield off of the chest, connecting with Brian. He's going to get a nice long touch on this one, put some laces on it, and the Eagles also able to kind of maneuver themselves in a way that did not allow for a proper shot. Brian he may want that one back as Jack actually charges into the box, moving all around, making his opponent slightly dizzy here. That ball's going to be sent out, ricocheted off of the thigh as Clay runs this one down. Ford chasing it down. That's speed versus speed right there as 4 goes down for this particular battle here. Still a lot of pressure, but some open field if they can just switch that ball out, as Noah is the last man to beat here, and it looks like the midfielders are right back in on the play. And here's the cross here as Clay's going to head this one out. Left back, he's going to get a foot on this one, trying to send it out as they do gear up for a goal kick. Ehrman settling the ball. It may have been a settle slash pass. Plenty of room here. Let's see who's actually. Clay's going to go through the feet here. Noah's going to get a foot on this one. We do have a call here. Looks like it was offsides. And referee's not happy about him kicking the actual ball into the net after the call was made. So he'll give him a warning. No booking here, but a nice warning. As that ball sent down a little lower than usual here. It could be the weather now starting to affect the players as the temperature is much lower than anticipated as this is an 8 o'clock game. Brian going to send this one down, connecting with Ehrman, trying to head it over to his left strike. Brian all over the place trying to get a header on that one. And Ehrman able to get a touch on that one here. Let's see if we can get some laces on this one. And off of the chest, no rebounder in sight though, as the Eagles will widen out from the back. Their center backs will go wide, but the pressure will remain. And look at that. When you create pressure, this is what happens. You get turnovers. Connecting back over to the midfield, trying to connect with the right striker just a little too much. There is such a thing as overpassing, but still pressure from the back. Nothing easy for the Eagles. Just when they thought they'd be able to dribble it up, there's pressure all over the place from the actual Falcons. And that ball's going to get sent down. Noah's going to send this one out. Ricocheted off. Clay's going to get that ball, connecting to the midfield. Brian's going to turn around, take a look at his option. He connects with another Falcons who is taken down, almost like a football tackle here, but no call. Refs letting him play for a little bit as the energy is increasing left and right, and that ball is going to be settled, and they are going to call it out of bounds as the defensive backs back up, try to actually remain contained here. Still dribbling over here. Clay's going to take a look over his shoulder to take a look. Noah's going to do a quick slide tackle, make a stop. Eagles saying that the ball touched his hands. Referee said, no, I was all over it. We're not going to have that attack here, as Noah does a quick slide tackle in order to make a key stop for a cross, and great containment from Clay. And let's take a look. Let's see if we can take a look at, you can see, look at the number of Falcons here. Midfielder really trying to zoom in here, get a right foot on that one, able to slow him down slightly. But as you can see, the right striker still able to actually penetrate there. It takes a long touch trying to avoid Nikolai as Noah sees the long touch. Clay has a defender he has to stay with. Noah's going to do a nice slide tackle to make the stop and still avoid the ball from touching his hands, in which the Eagles were pleading their case. Referee on top of it in the background saying no, perfectly clean. Eagles still looking around to the center referee as Noah's going to send that ball downfield. So great help defense by everyone. Clay staying with his guy, containing, and of course everyone else making numerous touches and attempts to try to stop that particular ball here. Eagles gearing up for a throw-in, but they'll make a number of substitutions here, grabbing some fresh legs onto the pitch. And it looks like here we are with our first official water break here. With 18 minutes, 32 seconds left on the clock, you can see a slight turnout of the actual crowd to the right. As we did mention, it's a record-breaking attendance here for the first game of the season for the boys soccer match. Eagles with the throw-in. A lot of pressure initially on the actual throw-in as well. That's one way to play defense, is making sure if your opponent's going to get it, make sure you stay between your player and the goal keep. And of course applying that pressure so they cannot turn around as that ball's forced back. Eagles with the throw-in again, looking for a check-in. Ford's going to try to chip this one into their center 12. Brian's going to send this one out, connecting with his left strike. And that ball is also going to be out of bounds here. Eagles still on the attack. Falcons not feeling any pressure here as their defense, midfielders and backs starting to get quite comfortable with each other here in the first game. Eagles gearing up again for the throw-in as they will make yet another change as they discuss a couple of different tactics here sent in from the coach. Falcons all over the place. A bounce in their favor. Clay's going to get a touch on this one. Ricochet in their favor for the Eagles. Karate kick, but the goalkeeper's all on top of that one. That's one thing that can definitely affect you that you can't always count on, is a ricochet when you are anticipating the ball to actually bounce one way and then it's ricocheted out as that ball's going to be sent down. Who's going to fight for that 50-50? And Eagles able to handle that pressure. 16 minutes, 45 seconds left on the clock here in the first half. 0-0 Eagles versus Falcons. Clay hustling down, gearing up for the throw-in. Jack opening up, making sure he's available. Brian calling it out, but no, saying send it down the line or into the box. As that ball immediately sent into Clay. Here it is off of Brian's right knee. Let's see what we get as Brian, the other Brian, tries to actually send this one, running it down. Containing, not allowing anything, running completely across the field. Let's take a look here as Nikolai's it's gonna be a foot race. As Noah runs down for the containment here, really making it difficult for the shot. But goalkeeper also making a play on that one. As he's down for a little bit. It's possible he may have received some cleat action to the skin. But one of the things I just want to point out here is, look at that. After the long ball sent down, you have 4 Falcons all running back. No slide here because you really got to contain that. And of course, you still have the additional 3. And of course, the goalkeeper possibly in the proper in the right position there, according to the actual backs that went back. Definitely one of the things that we've seen in the drills where, you know, you have a number of different players dribbling the ball towards the actual net, and then seeing how your defensive backs and midfielders assisting are going to actually assist on the play. But the goalkeeper really having to make a play on that as well, positioning himself based on where the actual defenders are as well. But the hustle to still make that 4v2, which is outstanding. Here we are yet again as Clay's going to send this one all the way down, trying to get some of his players a little bit of relief there. But here, Falcons gearing up, trying to still continue with the actual pressure. As that ball gets sent out to the sideline, connecting with the right mid. Falcons creating some pressure. Eagles having to force this one back, but still able to get open to the left back. He'll take a couple of touches, plenty of space here, looking downfield, makes a play. Jack not able to make the initial stop here. That ball, Clay's going to come in. 10 still dribbling left and then right. Noah's going to try to stay with him as well. Then Clay right back on the play with the defensive help here. Brian's going to connect here. Out to number 12. He'll take a look, connecting downfield, and look at that. You got the Falcons on the strike, on the counterattack. Long bomb sent down, trying to connect with Jack. Eagle goalkeeper close towards the edge of the box, able to retain that particular ball here as the ball is thrown out to the right back. The energy still going here. We're not going to stop the flow. Why stop? Keep the energy going. Connecting to the midfield. Jack going to get a touch on this to Brian. Brian to the other Brian. Brian to Ehrman. Ehrman over to the right strike, actually the left, and there's that passing ability by the Falcons as that ball does go out of bounds. Eagles with the quick throw in, and it looks like that was Nikolai not allowing anything easy on that ball. Eagles with the throw in again, looking over to the midfield, trying to connect with the center strike. Noah's going to send this one down, connecting with his left back. Eagles are going to get on top of that. Nikolai not giving up on the play, and a little too much, an extra touch. A couple of good sportsmanship there as a couple of low fives were given. It was definitely not intentional. A number of these players on both teams knowing each other, which is definitely nice. Granted, as soon as the whistle was blown, the friendship was out the window. Temporarily, of course. Free kick, nice and long into the box, and that one's going to get ricocheted here. Eagles on the attack here. Long ball. Brian's going to try to run this one down, a.k.a. Superman. Let's see if he can connect with this ball here. That ball's going to get sent back for a reset. That's Aiden from the Chargers making his appearance here, sending that one down out of bounds. As this ball's going to get thrown in, and plenty of space in the back. Pressure's on. Noah's going to try to send this one out. Oh, and it's going to get ricocheted here. Goalie out the box, tries to make a touch on it. Not happy with the play. Referee runs over, takes a look, and says, hey, what's going on here? Don't worry about it, number 4. I have it. Shane pleading his case, and they are going to have they'll be awarded a nice little kick here. As there is a substitution, and I believe that is Phillip, the substitute goalkeeper, as you receive the yellow. But he is in here. The ball is kicked hard down, straight down the middle. Huge save. Being chased from behind. Clay's going to run this one down. 4 on top of this ball all over the place. Clay's going to send this one down. Referee saying, let's go. Energy still flowing left and right. Brian on top of this ball, shielding it, and he'll try to bring Rainbow kick this over. As the Eagles midfield connecting with the right back, tries to get a quick little settle. Ehrman with a little bit of pressure here, connecting with the right strike here. Let's see what happens. A small little foot pressure here. Noah's going to get an outside kick on that ball to stop that play. There's a lot of things happening here in this game. I'm not sure if it's a championship bout, but it's definitely feeling of a playoff bout, win or go home. But guess what, folks? This is the first game of the season. 0-0. Falcons with the ball. Substitution coming in as goalkeepers will exchange and some low high fives. Low high fives, right? As he was able to come in, make a crucial save for his team, keeping this score 0-0. Floater in the back here. That ball's going to get sent back. Let's see what we got here as it's kicked out of bounds. Quick little kick out for the Falcons. Eagles gearing up for the throw-in. Just waiting for the referee as there are a couple of substitutions here in the back. Gearing up for a huge throw-in. 22 is going to check in. Brian will be right on top of that one. Little trip up there in the back. And some low fives sent as, you know, again, a number of these players know each other. Nevertheless, they will be awarded a kick here into the box. A number of players looking around. Watch for 23 making a run, 24, 18. They're all over the place. Falcons also moving around, continuing to look to the right, trying to see who's going to make a play here. And we do have that right into the box off of Brian. He's going to head that one. Jack's going to try to move around. That's going to go out of bounds here. Quick throw in. Jack turning around, trying to make a play here. 2v1. That ball's going to get sent back. Goalkeeper all on top of that particular ball here. He'll look downfield to the left, also to the right. Clay looking back just to take a look to see exactly what's going on here. Into the midfield. It's a settle pass here. That ball's going to be passed back to the goalie. He's going to kick that one up. Brian trying to make a quick play here, passing it over. Seven's going to take a look downfield. He'll maneuver this over, cross fields over to the left. Clay's going to make a quick play on that one. Herman trying to actually get a play on this as well. Midfielder connecting to 22. Pressure all over the place. Falcons, and let's see what we got here. Goalie out the box, able to make a play on it, as Falcons definitely dealing with a little bit of pressure here. Eagles were, tight together there, but still able to kind of pick their way through that back line and through the midfielders here. As Eagles definitely having a lot of momentum here within the last 5 minutes. Quick throw in, connection to number 4, sending it right back to the left back. He'll take a look downfield, send this one down hard, try to connect, I believe, with the far left striker there. Jack will bring it back, try to connect with the middle, but he's going to switch this one all the way over to the right side of the field there. He'll have 1v5. He'll have to wait for some of his players. Jack's right back into the play. He'll take a look downfield. Aiden trying to actually create some type of containment here, in which he does. 7 able to get a foot on this one, but that ball's going to be kicked out of bounds. Falcons still able to actually try to work out some type of passing attack here, as that ball sent in. Eagles really able to kind of handle their defensive side that particular play here. Erman's going to try to settle that ball and pass it at the same time. Brian off of the chest. He'll take a look downfield. 22 with a little bit of containment here. Brian trying to make a play. That ball's going to get stolen and sent over to the midfield. Able to connect. No one's going to step up here, try to make a play on that one, and then return back to the defensive area here, seeing that his midfielders have it handled. Midfielders and strikers trying to actually get this ball back, but the Eagles will reset. Still continuing with a little bit of pressure here. A great switch into the midfield. 27 able to then try to connect. I believe he thought 22 was going to be there. That's that muscle memory from practices that they've been working on. Unfortunately, their player not there. Left back trying to send this one down, connecting with Jack. That's going to go out of bounds, as the Eagles will make yet their 5th substitution of the half, as the Falcons starting lineup still currently out there. I'm not seeing any tiredness from any of them. The hustle is still going on, as the backs for Eagles, as the referee gets out the way, connecting with the left back, going to try to take a look into the center. 2v1 now. And there's a quick slide in by Brian, able to get a foot on that, but still Eagles able to retain that. Quick short pass to number 3, sending it into his right strike, which that ball is going to be intercepted all the way back to the backs here. 1v2, as he almost saves that ball here. Goalie with the ball and resetting, and it's going to pass that one over to Aiden. Aiden's going to take a look here, but send that ball out because that ball's not going to be in play. Yes, that is a clear throw on the microphone, and Brian's going to send this one down into the center of the field. No play there. Goalkeeper with the ball. I believe that is 0-0. That's still Kyle making a pitch out over to Aiden, connecting with the right back. He's going to bring this one up, still receiving a lot of pressure here. Midfielders with a little bit of room here, and Nikolai's going to run this one down as that goes out of bounds. Throw in again, connecting with Brian. Brian sends it right back. He'll send this one over to the midfield, crossing it over. Not connecting. Eagles will try to capitalize on this one. Left foot settle inside, look to the right. Clay with the defensive containment, and that ball's going to be turned around. Ehrman there with the help with a quick showcase of the roly-poly. Let's see if we can take a look at that again as the defensive back for the Falcons are right there. Clay and Ehrman coming in with the 1v2 containment here. Owen, number 24, turning around, showing the back, turning it right back around. Clay slightly going for it, getting a touch for it. Owen with the 360 turn, though. And Clay not giving up on the play, able to get the left foot on it. But look at the roly-poly action here. Look at the technique. Outstanding. As the Eagles gear up for the throw-in. All Falcons back on deck. Quick throw-in. Owen's going to head this one over. Ehrman's going to head this one as well. Looks like we do have a player down as that ball is bouncing all over the place. Collisions left and right. High flyer. Goalkeeper calling it out. Looks like all players are good. There's your rollout to the left, and that's going to be sent into the midfield. Connection scored, still going. And a quick little play here. What kind of options does he have after all that work? Ehrman's going to send it up, connecting with Brian. Brian's going to take a look. We got a long ball downfield. Goalie out the box, kicks it out of bounds, almost into the stands. Woo! What a play. Ball back in. Ehrman left foot takes a shot, tries to connect with the goalkeeper. Easy grab for him, but great shot nevertheless. Goalkeeper sends this one down midfield. Ehrman with the settle over to Brian. Brian back over to Ehrman. Ehrman see if he can connect with the other Brian. Nothing doing. High flyer trying to get this ball down and settled. Ehrman off of the head over to Brian. Brian chip shot pass over to Jack. Goalie out the box, knees up. Not sure if he was out the box or not, but here's Owen trying to really get that ball back from Ehrman. Brian over to 12 as they run this one down. Aiden on top of that one, connecting with Owen. Clay in for the stop. Aiden with the ball again, and it looks like that Falcons are charging. Let's see if we can get a shot off. Laces fired, nothing going. And yet another. Look at that shot. The Falcon fans are on their feet as the pressure is intensifying with a little under 2 minutes left on the clock. As you can see, Lionel making the pass back to Brian. Goalkeeper able to get his left hand on that to stop that particular shot there. But yet an outstanding pass by Lionel over to Brian. Really trying to get something up on the board with yet a little under 2 minutes left on the clock for the halftime here. A lot of momentum in the Falcons' favor as we gear up for a corner kick. Remaining time being kept by the referee on the field. It's a low one here, headed out of the box. Falcons will gear up for a throw-in. Clay taking a look, able to connect, backwards pass off of the heel. Clay able to get a quick little touch on that one, connecting. Lionel's going to try to make a play here.
2 minutes.
Correction, that is Rodrigo trying to make a play here, as now that ball with Lionel trying to pass it over. And here we have it. Second half. An outstanding first half, definitely, to say the least. Look at this, 40 minutes remaining for the half. as we begin this second half. The first half, a playoff bout, championship bout almost, as the Falcons will gear up, send this one down, connecting to the left strike. That's Jack going to try to get a touch on that one, as that ball is going to go out of bounds. Owen will take a look at that and try to reposition himself, gearing up for the pass on the sideline. Jack's on top of that, all over it. As the Eagles defensive backs will take a look, that ball will be passed back. Pressure, a little light pressure here as the ball is switched over to the left back. He'll take a quick little look downfield. Pressure on the rise. Left strike out of bounds. Nothing going there. 0-0 Eagles versus Falcons as the Falcons regain their shape. Get that ball out of here, number 4 says. As that ball's passed back, trying to connect to the midfield here. And Brian, he's off to the races. He'll take a look. A number of touches here, trying to connect with his right strike. Defensive backs all on top of that one here. Midfield trying to actually stop that particular attack here. That ball's still going all the way into the attacking third here. Clay able to get a foot on that one. 4 still going, looking into the box, trying to send it in. That ball's going to go slightly left as the Eagles gear up for the corner kick. A lot of shoulder pushing here. That ball, it's a low one. Tried to side kick it into the box here as they gear up for the goal kick. Huge down to the right side of the midfield. Headed in their favor. Jack's going to take a look, reset this one, send it over off to the right. As Leonel tries to make a play on that ball. 0-0 still. As the referee will just double check, make sure everyone is in order. Falcons with the throw in here. Throw in has a little bit of pressure. Connecting to the right midfield. That's 12, sending it off to the right midfield. Owen's going to send this long ball down. Falcon territory, able to kick that one. Side kick over to Jack. Jack's going to try to make a play. Owen's going to interfere with that one as Nikolai, he'll send this one down. And Rodrigo waiting to receive the ball as he does. Inside turn, yes. And that ball's going to be sent down the line. Jack trying to make a play on it. Slightly out of bounds here. As number 5 gears up for the throw-in. Falcons closing in tightly on that one. They go down the line anyways. As that ball is sent down, goalie's going to make a play on that one. Just barely able to get it. 2 Falcons running immediately to the goal box just in case. As that ball is going to be sent down. It's a low one to the left, out of bounds. Eagles creating some offense here as that ball is going to be switched over. High flyer. Cameraman, if you can just zoom in as that ball gets sent down to the center strike. Jack taking a look. He's got an option on the left. Not much in the center, though, as the right back is... There we have that left back going down to the ground. Referee not happy with that, so they'll gear up for a nice little awarded kick. As they start from the back, Falcons gearing up for the pressure. Able to connect with it on a foot. Ehrman charges in. No, that's Nikolai. Rodrigo trying to make a play here. Owen all on top of that one here. Eagles looking to the left here. Sends this one down. Quick little look downfield as the pressure comes in tight. Falcons not allowing anything easy. Fans getting nervous. Falcon pressure doing exactly what it needs to do. And that's just exactly what you see. Almost getting that ball there as that ball's going to be sent down off of the shoulder. Clay's going to try to make a play on that one. As that ball goes out of bounds. extra physical during this game, but referees on top of it just allowing just enough physicality to keep the game going, but also not allowing it to get out of hand. You know, and that's not an easy task for any referee, but it's definitely something that only the veterans can actually do, or if not veterans, well-experienced referees. As the midfielders are trying to make a play here, Jack trying to get in on the action. There's a bump. That one they are going to have to call as number 12 takes a hard stomp on the earth in the direction of Rodrigo. He's got some family members and parents in the audience, in the crowd, not too happy with that action there. As 22 rolls around, really trying to connect into the midfield. He'll reset it back to the midfield. Number 5 open, gearing up. Loose settle, but still able to make the play as Jack will interrupt that with his right thigh. Owen on the ball, sends that ball in. Noah's going to kick this one out of bounds. Get that out of here. We don't need any type of attacking going on as the Falcons gear up and reshape. A lot of Falcons in that box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A number of Falcons in there as everyone is gearing up for this corner kick. Eagles rotating everywhere. Clay's going to be on top of that one, send that one far out of bounds. No TV timeout here. Action still going. Number 5 gearing up for the throw-in. That's Dominic. As he showcases his basketball dribbling ability, it's possible he may be trying out for the fall basketball team. As he looks around, looks straight, looks right. A couple of substitutions going. Referee just waiting to give him the go-ahead as he makes a quick little head count as well. And Dominic will take a look. Falcons in the back. A lot of communication going on there as Jack's going to dribble that down to himself with the head, sending it down. That's right back into Eagles territory. They'll set up, connecting from backs to the midfield. Midfield's going to outside step, looks over to the right, tries to connect, almost able to connect. It does look like number 5, Nikolai, he was able to kind of get in on that action to interfere with that. Headed down, Jack's going to receive this ball. Pressure coming in, brings it in, connects over to the right midfield. Loose touch, 22 taking advantage. Clay's going to come in with some containment. Ball sneaks into the backfield. Noah trying to contain. High flyer out. It's a header slightly over the goalpost here. Outstanding athleticism, though, to showcase the Superman header. 30 minutes, 57 seconds left on the clock in the second half. 0-0 playoff match. Unofficially, not really a playoff match, but the energy is definitely there as this ball is sent down to the midfield. Take a look. Let's take a look and see who actually gets it. Midfield, no pressure here at all, but a long ball sent into the box. Goalkeeper, not sure if he was calling it out, but he was definitely grabbing that as Nikolai will receive this inside settle with the left foot, sends it down, outside pass with the right foot on the outside of it. Rodrigo going to send this long ball down over to Jack. Jack's going to run this one down. That's going to go out of bounds. He'll grab it real quick, takes a look. Waiting for the rest of his team here as Rodrigo moves around. They'll send this one down into the box, and that's going to go out of bounds. We got a couple of principal and assistant principal over there, I believe, taking advantage of the sideline early access, late access viewpoint, but arguably one of the best seats in the house. As that ball goes down into the midfield, slide touch there. Eagles still with the ball. A number of great touches. Long ball. Noah gets a foot on it, slows it down as that ball almost was able to cut through. Ehrman, a little bit of dribbling magic here, connects with the left strike. Jack takes a look to the right, taking a look to see where his options are as he'll bring it back out, and it's going to send it a high flyer into the box, but it's ricocheted down immediately right back where he was. Ball still going. Midfield trying to connect with the right midfield. Owen trying to make a play. Nikolai slowing it down a little bit as that ball sent over to the left mid. Referee almost slips, able to gain his balance here We'll take a look at that in a hot second. Maybe, maybe not, but the ball's still going. Number 13 with a nice little settle looking downfield. You can hear his family members yelling towards him, towards the sideline. Rodrigo really trying to make a play here as that ball gets sent down far into the box off of the right knee. Two trying to make a play on it, as a referee not going to be too happy with that one here as the Eagles gear up for quick little kick. Playing from the back, pressure starting to come in. Falcons not giving them that much time, but a little bit more than usual as Jack will create a little bit of pressure along with Brian. And that's what happened when you get the pressure. Rodrigo gets the reward. He'll try to send this one off, but the Eagles are able to get that ball right back. And there we go, where the defensive backs come in, stepping in, not watching the actual ball at all. Here we go. Ehrman with the ball makes a great pass over to Brian. Brian will do a little bit of foot magic here, giving his team some more options. Left foot, and Ehrman passes it over. Clay's going to get in on the action. He'll get a nice little shot in off to the right, and the Falcons will gear up for a corner kick as they are charging into the net. Brian tries to head it, not as accurate as usual, but still, you can see his frustration on his face. He would definitely want to get that one back. He knows normally he can pretty much get those on target. 26 minutes, 55 seconds left on the clock. Both teams due for a water break, mentally counting down for it, as this ball is going to be low. Ehrman's going to get this ball out of bounds as he tried to settle the ball as it was coming down and still connect. We'll call it a settle/pass as that ball is actually kicked in, ricocheted off of Ehrman. Eagles from the back, pressure coming back from the Falcons. Eagles trying to connect quickly with their left back. Not able to make the settle, also due to the pressure, as there's a quick substitution here from the Falcons, as Ehrman will take a well-needed rest here. Not sure of the number of the player that came in, but Falcons with the ball. Clay gearing up for a quick throw-in. Three defensive backs in the backfield, grabbing a breather as they look on, taking a look as the fight continues in the box or slightly outside of the box. Clay gearing up for this throw-in. It's a short one here. Let's see what types of options he's got. Let's see if we could play that back. Clay's going to give it right back too. No ricochet here, so it's going to go out of bounds as the Falcons will reshape. Eagles deep in their back area here, create a lot of pressure. Great pressure by the Falcons, causing a lot of frustration. Nothing is easy at all, and that's exactly what you want to see as far as the defensive tenacity here, as Jack will try to fire on this one here. Eagles again from the back, and there's the quick stop as that ball is going to be fired into the end zone, literally actually. Here we go. Let's gear up for a corner kick as that ball was tipped out. Great shot attempt. As the Falcons are feeling the momentum in their favor, you can see Brian talking to one of his colleagues there. That ball's going to be sent in off of the goalie's hands. We have another corner. Quick short pass here. Left foot high floater, as they try to shield that ball in. Fans still on their feet, feeling as if this is a playoff game again. As Falcons reset, try to send it up top, able to connect. Let's see if he can turn and also connect off of the chest of Brian. Brian's going to try to make a play. Touch was just a little longer than he anticipated, but you can see exactly what he was trying to do there. Eagles throw in down the line from deep in their own area there, as 25 able to turn around a number of times, trying to create something, pushed slightly. As 5 going to receive that one into Jack. Jack's going to get a high shot. Oh, not enough power, but definitely enough helium. But great to see a number of shots Jack's able to get off as the Eagles are on the attack. Noah's going to close in, and he's the last man to beat as he is calling it out of bounds on that side, waiting for the flag from the outer official there, as Jack's going to get a settle here. Owen's going to get a ball on this, reset it out to the backs. Let's see what they can do. Ricocheted in their favor as that ball is settled off of the back here. Right, Clay trying to make a play out of bounds. Throw in into the midfield, 27 with the containment. Falcons not allowing any particular balls to be sent in. 1v2 as that ball's going to get sent down. Referee says let's slow it down a little bit. It's getting a little too crazy over here as they are awarded a quick free kick. That ball will be sent in possibly. Let's see exactly what they do here. Falcons moving all over the place defensively. That ball's going to get sent into the box, headed up top. You can see he would really want that one back. It's always tough, you know, when you get, you know, a great header, but when it doesn't go in the actual area that you want, especially with the way this game is going, as that ball gets bounced out of bounds off of Owen. 24 puts his hands away, but off of the chest. Falcons gearing up for the throw-in. Number 5, Nikolai, he'll take a look downfield, try to get a hard one. It's a floater. Jack tries to get the settle there. 25, he'll race this one down as that ball gets sent out, headed out from the back. Eagles really not trying, the Eagles defensive back really not allowing too many balls now during the second half to be sent down there as that ball's thrown in, tries to get settled here. Nothing going there. You can see the frustration with the handball call as Nikolai will take a look, send this one far down into the box, headed right back out, and that ball's going to get sent down. Let's see who's got it. As that goalie's going to run out the box, and Clay's going to hit that one. No, Nikolai's going to hit that one out of bounds. I think that may have been a question as to who was actually going to get that particular ball there. Nevertheless, Falcons protecting their goal as that ball gets sent out. Owen gearing up for the throw-in. 0-0 still. Time is of the essence. 22 with an outstanding Iniesta move here as they gear up for yet another water break here. As Clay tries to get in on the action, and we are slightly out of focus here. Brian able to make a quick play on that one and sending it up. Cameraman now zooms out. Brian still keeping the ball here, tries to connect downfield. Quick little touch by the Falcons, still retaining the possession here. That's going to be a quick little run out here. Goalkeeper out of the box as he retreats back into the goalkeeper's zone. Eagles continuing from the back here as there's a quick foul here. Referee gearing up. Waiting, taking a look as I believe there may be a substitution on the sideline, but Eagles in the back as they are being told to push up as the time elapses. High ball slightly past the midfield. And Falcons on top of that particular ball. Seems like the Falcons seem to want it just a little bit more for the last 4 minutes. Quick little throw into the midfield. Falcons yet again with the ball. Brian trying to connect over to the other side of the field there. That's 12. Lionel trying to make a play on that one. Getting just a little too much there. They're going to bring that one back. And there's some barking from security. As you can see, the Falcon security definitely, the dogs are at the gates making sure that everyone pays their fair share for the actual entrance fee. Otherwise, the dog will definitely bark a little bit here and there as the Eagles high flying. Huge bounce. That ball's going to get headed. Noah's going to get a quick foot on that one. Send it up to the air. Almost close to the lights. That ball's going to get sent out to the midfield. Eagles making a play on it. But Jack able to head this one down. Trying to connect with Brian. Urban's going to try to possibly, not Urban, but Nikolai taking a look there. Nothing going there as that ball's going to get sent out. Owen getting back into his position as Five's going to throw this one in. Referee says, hold on 1 second. We got something going on the sideline as there is a substitution. Eagles trying to gear up for a quick throw-in as Owen is going to get a well-needed rest. Dribbling activity on the sideline towards the track, as you can see a number of different juggles and almost up to about 13 on the count. As number 5 again gearing up for the throw-in. As that ball gets kicked out. As you can hear a number of their players just saying that they just need to kind of communicate on the ball. Clay making a play on that. It's a long one downfield. Seven's going to kick that ball out of bounds. Matthew all over the place. Clay gearing up for the quick throw-in. Halts it for a quick second, tries to connect with Leonel, and that's over to Brian. Brian over to Clay. Clay right back in, trying to connect with one of the strikers here. Brian's going to send it right back into the center striker. Goalkeeper's going to be on top of that ball as he looks around as the Eagles are down to the left and right. Left back and right back, all being told to move up. And that ball's going to be sent down. A lot of helium underneath that. Let's see who wants it, though, as that ball's going to be kicked out. Noah's going to get a nice left foot on that one. And we do have a cramp. Player comes off the field as Nikolai has to run this one down. Falcons are down 1 player as the referee will jog back over, taking a look at the player that is down. That's number 13, Rodrigo. As Ian Hall, the coach, runs onto the field, taking a look at his lad as there's 14 minutes and 55 seconds left on the clock. Referee talks with the coach, letting him know that it does seem to be a hamstring of some type. We have the principal and assistant principal taking a look, along with the medical staff and assistant coach all over Rodrigo, making sure that everything seems to be in order as Noah makes a quick stop with the inside of the right foot to send this one down to the midfield. Midfield's going to send this one down, trying to connect with Jack, but number 7, Matthew, is all on top of that one as he has plenty of time to look to the left, and that is Clay heading it right back out to the backs again as we're playing ping pong ball with the soccer. Midfield's looking downfield. That ball's going to go all the way into the left. Noah's on top of him. Number 4 got a lot of contact going on here, but nothing enough to call. And in the corner, Falcons on top of that. Urban's going to take a look as he is back in onto the pitch. L turn there, but Falcons are all over the place. Fans on their feet, not too happy with the Eagles not passing the ball, but the Falcons have all of the defensive magic working in their favor. Ball, chip shot pass all the way up. Administrative staff on the sideline still reviewing the medical papers to see if Rodrigo is all right. And the ball quickly thrown in on the sideline as Jack tries to connect on that. Out of bounds is the call, as the momentum will slow down and the energy level intensifies for this game. Huge throw in on the sideline. Jack's going to head this one over to Brian. Brian's going to try to connect over to the right strike. Left foot, high flyer. And that ball's going to be top right, actually top left and high. Eagles with the ball in the back. Pressure from the Falcons nowhere to be found, but right back into the mix. As you can see, once that ball's kicked in, they are not waiting at all. The pressure is high, and they've been pretty successful with that pressure throughout this game, causing the Eagles to cause a number of turnovers, which is incredible to see. With 12 minutes and 55 seconds left on the clock, 0-0, fans on their feet left and right. We have Eagles fans and we have Falcons fans sitting closely together. There have been no crazy outbursts on the sideline, as the dribbling ability on the sideline by the ball boy for this particular time here is immaculate. As that ball gets kicked out of bounds by number 5, that's Nikolai getting yet another touch on the ball. Quick throw in from the Eagles here as that ball is into the box, shielded. As finally things seem to slow down a little bit. Got to get a good kick on this one as this one gets slightly ahead of the midfield there. As that ball gets kicked out of bounds, a light collision. Eagles gearing up for the throw-in. Not a lot of Eagles in the picture though, as the throw-in off of number 5. Jack is on top of that one as he turns around and gets a quick fix of the socks and shin guards. 5 throwing in, but Eagles know wherever the ball is, there's going to be some pressure. Tries to make a quick play to the right. Great defensive containment there, not allowing him to turn. 22 with the ball. He'll take a look as there's a lot of pressure, a lot of Falcons. They will have to reset this. Ball switched over to the left side of the field. Clay in on the Magic. Trying to keep the containment there. And able to get a shot off. Goalkeeper on top of that. As he kicks this one down. Jack not able to get the settle there. Could have been the light in his eyes. 1v2. Eagles with the ball trying to work their way all the way through the Falcons. Nikolai not having that at all. Midfielders and strikers back in the mix. Noah coming in and Clay as well. Clay's going to run this one down. Noah's going to have to contain that particular ball there. There's some foot magic and it looks like a handball in the box. As they kick this one down, 0-0 still. A little under 10 minutes left on the clock. Both coaches, all coaching staff, medical staff, administrative staff, all standing on their feet as this one is a fiery one. It is intense and it gives you nothing but playoff vibes, championship bout vibes. Falcons deep trying to pinch them in. Midfielders for the Eagles getting a little bit of break here as that ball's kicked down. Clay is in on the containment there, goes down as he's running and they collide. The referee not too happy with that. Coaching staff talking to the referees as well as the referee will walk over and check on Clay right back. Eagles gearing up for the throw-in. Falcons communicating a lot more. Ehrman and 12 going at it on the sideline as it's a pushing contest. Tries to get a quick kick over to the right striker. Nikolai trying to contain, able to get the outside of the right foot there. As that ball is crossed and headed over the top. Fans thought it was a goal. Momentum in Eastlake's favor here, but Falcons staying on top of the play, not giving up anything. As number 9 also assisting in on the defense of tenacity here. As 7 quickly kicks this one out. Matthew has been all over the place for the Eagles, really making it difficult. Medical staff trying to make a play on the ball out of bounds, knowing that her team is currently even. Ball quickly thrown in. Jack trying to make a play. Trying to get this over to the midfield here. He'll work it over to the right back. Clay trying to get a touch on that one. He is able to get a touch, but their left back is also able to make a play. Sends it upfield. Noah's going to try to run this one down on number 4 here. That ball is crossed. Not able to connect, but the cross is still able to get through there. That ball is going to be sent out to the strikes, and Brian midfielders are back in action, not allowing anything easy. 22 is going to try to get this one over to the left strike as Clay tries to contain. No easy shots here as the defensive wall and midfielders end up pushing them back. Aiden over here for the Chargers, now on the high school team of Eastlake, trying to make a play here. As number 5 and 23 as well. Jack with the pressure. 5 trying to get it out into the midfield. Ehrman's going to get a foot on that one. Noah's going to run this one up. Clay's going to get a foot on this one here. And there is a shot fired there into the goal. Actually into the goalkeeper. As you can see now, the momentum and possession in the Eagles' favor as Jack is trying to get a long touch on this one. Matthew's going to quickly get on top of that one and send it out of bounds. As Brian takes a look to the right, gearing up for a throw-in. Players moving around left and right, really trying to make a play. Throws it into the box area almost. As Leonel tries to make a play on that one. Huge throw in. Ehrman off of the head, tries to connect into the center. No one there. That ball's going to be sent downfield. As number 4, Shane, looks around. 6 minutes, 2 seconds left on the clock. Throw in down the line. No connection on the throw in. And that ball left foot over. As that ball, containment quickly by Noah, not allowing for the hard shot. Cameraman out of focus there, but we are back here. Midfield, trying to make something happen, connecting over to the right side of the field. 23 gets a foot on it, but the defender closing in, making the shot difficult, which is definitely good to see as, yes, shots are being taken by both teams, but the defense on both sides are really not allowing much. As Brian tries to tiptoe past the defender there, cuts it into the outside, but then passes it to the left. Jack with the ball pushes it out, rolls it back to the left. Matthew on top of that, causing that ball to be ricocheted, deflected. 23 trying to make a play on that as Ehrman gets in, tries to tighten it up. Cameraman, let's keep it on the ball here, as that ball is going to be sent out of bounds as they're gearing up for the quick throw-in, which it is a quick throw-in off of the chest. Noah's going to get 1 foot on that one and send that one down.
What happened?
Not sure of the call here, but the referee is definitely throwing out a quick yellow card. 4 minutes, 8 seconds left on the clock, and the time is dwindling. Now you can see a number of players. Energy level is definitely depleting. We're under 4 minutes here. Both coaches are on their feet. Goalkeeper is taking a quick breather. 22 and 10, trying to see exactly what they're going to do, what type of play. All of the Falcons are really trying to block their opponents from actually driving into that goal box. As 10 passes it into 22. 22 tries to put a quick foot on that one. Jack reading the play, anticipating exactly what was going down, but not allowing that ball to easily be kicked. Jack using his speed, size, and strength in order to ricochet and sacrifice his body to stop that particular possible goal. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left on the clock. Corner kick, goalkeeper in the box, Clay in the box, Brian in the box. Everybody's in the box. Ball's in the high zone. Over. Shots fired slightly to the left. As we gear up for yet another goal kick. 3 minutes, 8 seconds left on the clock. Low one slightly to the midfield. Passed over to the right. Ehrman gets a right outside foot touch on that particular ball. Readjusts his socks real quick, looking into the right as that ball's thrown in. Connected, 22 points to the right. Ehrman almost gets a foot on that. Ball sent into the left. Clay's going to make a play on that. Heads it over. Looks like number 3 is in the mix. Clay gets another foot on that ball, and that ball's going to be sent into the corner. Clay goes down left, but his left foot still active. Looks like Leonel's going to be able to send that ball downfield. Matthew's going to take a quick look, able to connect with his left strike. Brian with the ball sends it over to the midfield. Midfield, a little bit of pressure there by Aiden. They bring it into the midfield. Ehrman's going to send this one right up top. Matthew's all over that one. A light touch over to the left back. Left back connects. Ehrman misses the header. Gets a quick foot on that ball. And oh no, we've got 2 strikers completely open. They were able to break through Let's see if we can take a look and see exactly what may have happened there as Aiden sends this ball down to the midfield trying to connect. It looks like Ehrman is going to try to make a play on this as Noah is also going to try to close in that gap. Ehrman not able to get a touch on the outside right foot, but 22 able to capitalize on the ball. 5's going to take a look, try to contain there, but now with two backs and 2 strikers, 22 able to deliver a ball right down the middle. Goalie far in the box, probably should have kind of ran out, but even still, you know, with a little under 2 minutes or 3 minutes left on the clock, that was a great ball by number 22, able to send it exactly where the strikers could utilize it. Definitely a tough break, as there's even a slam dunk into the goalie area there. Definitely a tough break. Falcons are not happy. Eagles fans are on their feet. But even still, when I take a look at that particular play there, you had a number of players really trying to work and get that particular stop there. But nevertheless, still a little bit of time left on the clock. Falcons fans are on their feet, really cheering their team on. But even with that goal, as that ball gets sent down, fans are really, really loud. Clay getting a touch on that. Noah's going to dribble this one up, take a look, pass it up to the midfield. Tries to get a touch on that one here. 22 able to get the ball here, pushes it out. A little bit of pressure here. Great little stop, left foot off of the back of Ehrman. We're back off to the races as that ball's going to get dribbled down. Plenty of room, but not plenty of time. Falcons trying to get into position, possible pass into midfield as the ball is able to get over. As that ball sent out of bounds here, gearing up for the goal kick. Time of the essence, nothing but seconds left on the clock. High flyer into the midfield, high bounce, Clay with the left foot. Ehrman sends this one up, trying to connect with the right strike. A number of fans screaming their lungs out. Noah trying to contain here. Nikolai's going to head over as well. 22 still with all kinds of energy left as Clay runs in, gets a quick stop. Nikolai gearing up, sends this one down. Midfield, out of bounds. And there's the whistle, folks. There you have it. Eagles 1. Falcons 0. An outstanding game. I feel as if, you know, the amount of money that I paid for the tickets, definitely well worth it. Definitely undervalued there, as this was yet again, it felt like it had the championship vibes, the playoff vibes, win or go home. An outstanding match. If this is what we're looking at for the rest of the season, I do worry for the next opponents, for the Falcons and the Eagles. Both teams playing okay, actually, no, better than okay. Both teams playing outstanding soccer. Granted, the coaches will review the tape, review the notes, and apply these to their next practices. But again, if this is what we can actually have for the rest of the season, I think the fans are the ones that are going to benefit the most. So, congratulations, coaches and players. Enjoy. PSN Network out.